The Inscribed Stone system that was introduced in the latest CBT on the international server allowed players to upgrade quickly. Was that system designed for players to spend more money on the game?
Actually, it was not. The Inscribed Stone system was designed to provide active development assistance for all players. However, due to some design flaws in the CBT, players were able to purchase materials in great amounts for upgrades, which resulted in a significant imbalance. Those flaws will be fixed in a future version of the game where we will prohibit trading of Inscribed Stone upgrade materials. Each stage will also come with a development limit so that players don't devote too much time to playing.
CBT Benefit Cards were launched in the CBT on the international server, and they could be consigned and traded in the auction house. Would they be included in the official launch?
CBT Benefit Cards will not be included in the official launch. CBT Benefit Cards were able to be consigned and traded in this playtest because we wanted non-paying players to enjoy the game the same way as paying players through activity and trading. We did not want them to be exclusive for paying players. Unfortunately, the gold coin system was not optimal in the CBT, and the trading of many basic growth materials shouldn't have been permitted. This slightly ruined the gaming experience instead. We will optimize the gold coin system in future versions, and we're working on finding better ways for non-paying players to get coins for the purchase of monthly passes, appearances, battle passes, and etc. So please don't worry. It is and always will be our goal to create a fair gaming environment.
It was hard to obtain gold coins in the CBT. Will there be any future adjustments in the mechanism? Hopefully it will be more well regulated so that illegal program users won't be able to take advantage of it.
In the CBT, we pushed our guard against illegal program users a bit too much by granting gold coins only from more challenging achievements and not in daily quests, making it too difficult for players to obtain gold coins. We will fix this problem in later versions by taking more technical means to guard against and ban illegal program users without undermining our players' gaming experience. In future versions, players will not only obtain gold coins through achievement rewards, but also through daily quests, elite dungeons, raids, and arenas. Hopefully, this will improve everybody's gaming experience.
Crafted equipment seems to be better than equipment acquired from raids. Does that mean whales can simply buy the best equipment without joining raids?
The ultimate equipment can only be acquired in raids. In the CBT on the international server, the raid drop feature was temporarily closed due to some bugs, and that led to the misunderstanding that crafted equipment was better than equipment acquired from raids. But as you've mentioned, the quality of crafted equipment is a little too high for an item that's supposed to just supplement raid drops. So, in future versions, equipment crafting will produce equipment of the same quality as that from the dungeons, and there will be no more armor sets. To ensure fairness in the game and improve the raid experience, armor sets can only be acquired through raid drops and will not be tradable. We will also further optimize raid drops by adding some kind of a guarantee mechanism so that players can achieve a steady development through raids.
There are not enough dungeon attempts. The Arcane Realm and Elite dungeons share the same number of attempts. As a result, no one queues for the Elite dungeons anymore. Plus, the Arcane Realm is easy and not challenging enough. Will changes be made in the future?
We're actually considering the possibility of separating the Elite Dungeon and Arcane Realm attempts. We want players to grow and have fun in dungeons. At the same time, we don't want them to grind too hard, worrying that they will fall behind. Of course, the hardcore players' demand for more challenging in-game content is also important for us. We plan to make the Arcane Realm challenge more fun, add an Arcane Realm challenge mode, and grant additional cosmetic rewards.
There are too few PvP gameplay modes in the game. The opening hours and matchmaking mechanism are also questionable. Will there be any subsequent adjustments?
The current version's PvP gameplay still has room for improvement. At the same time, as a game feature that's based on strong player interactions, PvP requires real players who are on the equal skill level to be matched together. The playing time and the matchmaking mechanism of the CBT was somewhat limited by the scale and duration of the test. Those issues will be fixed in the upcoming versions. The PvP gameplay will be further improved. More gameplay modes, PvP equipment, and PvP talents will be added to the game, and they will be independent from PvE growth. If you're a big fan of PvP, stay tuned.
Crafting is not balanced. Some professions have high cost and low return. Choosing the wrong profession meant losing a lot of gold coin. Professions need to be optimized.
We are already working on balancing professions. Aside from balancing the return of each profession as much as possible, we will keep and enhance the unique features of different professions. We also plan to tweak collecting and crafting recipes in subsequent versions to further improve playability and make the game less stressful for players. Hopefully, the exploration and reputation won't require too much grinding. Due to the feedback we received about the lack of exploration content, we tried to enhance the player experience in this aspect by adding more content and gameplay. However, the pace still needs to be optimized. In the upcoming versions, we will not only lower the difficulty of upgrading reputation, but we will also release exploration and reputation in several phases. The layout of the content will also be more even and balanced to bring back the fun of exploration and reduce grinding.
The classes don't seem well balanced, and some classes' DPS rotations are pretty much the same. Could you balance the classes and diversify them?
Balance and diversification between classes are issues that always exist for MMO games. There are sometimes two sides of a problem and are modules that we highly prioritize and invest in with every version update. For now, we are conducting prolonged and in-depth optimizations on class design. You're also welcome to leave your comments or thoughts below. We will also make special reports on future updates, so be sure to follow us. We know that all of you have concerns about the actual gaming experience after the launch of our paid content, especially considering that most of you haven't had the chance to actually play the game. Will paying players have an unfair advantage over non-playing players? Will we keep our promise to never make stat-boosting paid content? That is why I will be sharing with you our ideas about the future adjustments and the current progress. We have always intended to create a world where players don't get to pay to win, and every player can immerse themselves in the fair and fun challenges the game offers. And to maintain a healthy economic ecosystem within the game, we are ready for the long fight against illegal program users. We will look into all the bugs and issues that came up in the playtest and during development, and fix them with great prudence. And we welcome your ongoing supervision and contribution during this process. Our development team will do their best to present you an optimized Tarisland, our co-creation work, as soon as possible. I look forward to the day we see the official launch of the world as it should be.